This is the worst sales mistake that I made, and I want to share it with you so that we do not repeat the same mistake and we all perform better at sales. Hi everyone, my name is Ken. I run a company focusing on corporate training, business consulting, and employee engagement. We've worked with more than 10 multinational companies and more than 2,500 employees across 15 different countries, including Canada, Germany, Australia, Korea, Japan, China, Singapore, Malaysia, and so forth. And the mistake that I made was really talking too much and overselling. So what I learned from Alex Hormozi was that when the client says yes and they express interest in the product or the service or the idea that you're trying to pitch or sell to them, you want to keep quiet. You want to make sure that the client remains in that state of positivity toward your offering. On the other hand, if you oversell and you talk more than you need to, and when I say more than you need to, I mean you're talking after the client has expressed interest and has said yes, then you're really giving them reasons to disagree with what you have to say. And the less you speak, the less they have to disagree with you. In fact, if you say nothing at all when they decide to move ahead with your offering, then they can't disagree with you because you have not said anything for them to disagree with you. I want to share a real life example. There's just one time when a client or a prospect was interested in a team building program that we were offering. And the client said, yes, it sounds great. I like what you have shared. Let's move forward with this deal in the next month. And eventually I did not lose the deal, but I almost did, because after the client has expressed interest, I then said, oh yeah, you know what? You made a fabulous decision. I want to share with you that I actually did the same program with this other company last month and also with your competitor 2 weeks back. And I shared about how we ran a team building session for these other clients that we have. And the more I share, the more the client thought, oh, now that you're sharing how you guys do things, it doesn't seem like it aligns with how we would like you to carry out the session. And I had to do a lot of convincing to share with the client that, hey, we could actually modify our approach and customize every activity to the needs of your employees. But I didn't really have to put myself in that hole. I could have just kept quiet, shut up, locked down the dates, and then before the session, customize the program based on the client's suggestions, and things would have been just fine. But I really could have lost the deal because the client really could have formed that impression that, oh, this is how Ken's company does work. It doesn't really jibe well with what we want in our own company. So the lesson really is that the moment the client expresses interest in your offering, whether it be a service, a product, an idea, you want to make sure that you keep your mouth shut and you don't speak until they have any further questions. In fact, when they do ask questions, make sure you clarify their question, and you can even ask them more questions before you answer them. Because if you rush into answering, you rush into speaking too much, presenting more than you need to, you may then run the risk of overselling and giving clients reasons to disagree with you and then not move forward with a deal. Don't make this mistake. Shut up when the client says yes, and I hope you learned something new from this video. If you have, please like the video, leave a comment to share your thoughts and ideas. I will be sure to respond to them, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.